Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, that, and also, what the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant? Trading tap?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could... Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for home... If I had to quantify it, I'd say about...
Huh? Him? Lenient? Ugh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually...
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teak. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruin. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay! Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that...
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying... I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said...
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the trap?
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That ow thing that popped out before, or...
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Now...
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's...
Could be.
Not acclimatizing?
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What...
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do... Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kaniche holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an almighty dragon lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea. That said, it's pretty annoying how he... Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside this... I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along? I know where it is, so let me...
So these are the kind
Investing
of
too much
headlines
emotion
you're going
puts you
for
at
these
risk of doing
days.
something irrational. Burn it down! Full throttle! Yeah!
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is awesome!
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I... There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Wow, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lepine Pauline. That's right. Of course! How else would we have managed to build
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magic... I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but as you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost.
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all...
Huh? You've got... Ha! Look at you, puny little humans. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself. You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows?
Mass production? I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! And another thing, Smart, I shall have you know that I am Kahula forebear...
What? Heavens above!
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners. Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the time...
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light. I couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lepine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement, as you can see. I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet, so let me fill you in. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lepine Pauline is hosting this event and also providing technical support.
Huh? Chevalmarin.
That's right! The one and only Surintendant Chevalmarand! After much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal! A win-win arrangement.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you...
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic production. Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and...
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer. She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to, say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake. Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant. Look over there!
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
Rise with the sun! Full throttle!